Aesop lived 2500 years ago in Greece. People lived very differently then. The rich liked to keep slaves at the time. Aesop was born a slave. This meant he did not have freedom. He could not talk however he liked, nor go wherever he wanted to. But little Aesop dreamed.
I will live a free man one day.
One dark evening, young Aesop overheard a fellow slave, Nestor, whisper to someone,
My master is miserly. He doesn't feed us enough.
An overseer heard Nestor. No one ever saw Nestor again. Aesop realized slaves needed a new way to talk. As Aesop and his companions worked in the vast olive fields, they closely observed how animals and birds behaved. They learned that crows were intelligent, foxes were cunning, dogs were loyal, and ants were sincere. Aesop decided to use this knowledge to build a code language, the language of fables. In fables, animals could talk. Each animal represented a kind of people. Ants were the hard-working. Grasshoppers were the happy-go-lucky. Hares were the talented but vain. Lions were the powerful. And mice were the weak but intelligent. Aesop and his companions once smuggled a few pieces of delicious honeycomb to their living quarters. One of them, Lycos, filled a kylix with the golden honey. All awaited hungrily for him to share. But Lycos walked towards the door. Shocked, Aesop asked,
Brother, are you going to give this to the gods?
Yes,
said Lycos.
I'll befriend them, and they'll treat me well. They'll make me a god. Why should I share this precious treat with you?
How gullible Lycos was. Aesop knew he had to stop Lycos quickly and cleverly. He could not openly advise Lycos, as the guards were always eavesdropping. Nor could he risk causing a scuffle. So he said,
A jay once went into a yard where peacocks walked. He found there several fallen peacock feathers. He tied them all to his tail and became very vain. He refused to look at his fellow jays. His friends were hurt, but the jay continued to strut like peacocks. But soon the peacocks discovered the cheat. They pecked at him and plucked away the stolen feathers. The jay returned to his friends. They took him in.
Young Lycos understood his mistake. He realized he could have put himself and his friends in deep trouble. He squeezed more honey into the several waiting kylixes, and everybody celebrated quietly. Over time, Aesop became known as a wise man whose fables inspired his companions and kept them out of trouble.
Fables will earn us our freedom one day.
He hoped. Chief Supervisor Ariston heard of Aesop. He said,
Aesop, I hear you are clever. You have managed to keep peace among the workers. I can grant you a wish.
Aesop knew this offer could be a trap. He replied,
Master, once a turtle was basking on a beach. He looked at an eagle hovering above and sighed, I wish I could fly. The eagle heard him and said, Come along. She picked up the turtle in her talons and flew into the clouds. The turtle felt dizzy. Put me down, he screamed. The eagle dropped the turtle on a mountain peak, leaving him far away from the sea. My lord!
Aesop continued smartly.
One should know his place. I'm happy to serve you.
Ariston was very impressed by Aesop's ingenious answer.
Come and work in my house.
he demanded. Once, in a foreign country, Ariston and his business partner had a disagreement. Ariston said,
I got the business deal first.
his partner said,
No, I did. You're a cheat.
they quarrelled in the marketplace, with their riches lying about. Soon strangers gathered around them. Aesop hurriedly whispered,
My lords, once two cats found a piece of cheese. Each said, I found it first, so it's mine. A monkey saw them and said, I can help. I'll divide the piece of cheese into two equal parts and give you one each. The monkey cut the piece into two uneven pieces. Oh no, one piece is bigger, he whimpered with mock pain. Let me eat a little from this piece and make it equal to the other. He took a large bite. Then he reasoned, oh no, now the other piece looks bigger. Let me bite off a little from that one. Soon there was nothing left for the cats.
both men recognized their foolishness. They looked at the traders in the marketplace, waiting like vultures. They quickly resolved their dispute and left the land. After returning home, Ariston said,
Over the years, you have helped me earn money and fame. We can be friends, Aesop.
Aesop responded,
Master, one rainy day 2 pots slipped from the bank and fell into the river. One was made of brass and the other of earthenware. As they floated down the river, the earthen pot tried its best to keep away from the brass pot. The brass pot saw this and said, Fear not, my good friend. Come near. If I come too close to you, said the earthen pot, whether I hate you or you hit me, I'm the one who will break.
Ariston laughed happily.
You have served me well, Aesop. Ask for anything you want.
Aesop had been waiting for this moment all his life. He chose this fable very carefully.
A hungry wolf once met a house dog. The wolf said, You look well, my friend. Come with me, boasted the fat dog. You don't have to live in cold, rain, and hunger. I'm always warm and well fed. All I do is bark at strangers and fawn over my owners. Really? Asked the wolf, interested in the easy life. But why is the hair around your neck worn? That's nothing. It's the mark of the collar to which my chain is fastened. You are tied to a chain? Gasped the wolf. I need my freedom more than anything else in the world. And the wolf ran off into the woods.
You are indeed fabulous.
Said Ariston.
Help the world now with your wise fables. You are a free man, Aesop.
Finally free, Aesop travelled to many lands. People came from far and wide to listen to his fables and learn from them. They returned to their towns and villages and retold them. Long after Aesop, his stories travelled with kings, soldiers, traders, travellers, saints, poets, grandparents, teachers, and many others. They were told and retold in many languages, in many homes, markets, courts, schools, and town squares for hundreds of centuries. Now you know a few of his fables. They will travel with you.